Charlie, Pennsylvania guy by way of Illinois. I wonder if you've sort of embraced what William and Mary Richmond is.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to earlier in the week, the coach is going to give a scouting report to start a week off, and they give us a little background on the history of the rivalry. And I think that it's tied up, the rivalry, after all these years, and it's one of the oldest rivalries in all of college football. So yeah, I mean, that's, they made a big point of that, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Does that help? Yeah, and I know you guys are college athletes, so every time you take the field, you're trying to win. But does it help give this one a little juice, so to speak, and presumably no playoff spot to play for, at least you have a rival and that Capital Cup to try to get?
Yeah, I think there's a lot that goes into this game. Obviously, the rivalry, which is made clear to us early in the week. I'm new to here, so I'm still trying to kind of understand it and be a part of it. But then it's also the seniors' last game, and it's just another game, like you said. I mean, you look back at every single day of winter workouts, all the work we put in over the summer, and be able to come out and have another opportunity to go and play is just huge for all of us. So we're real excited.
And even off that, just to send the seniors out in the right direction. Obviously playoffs is pretty much out of the picture now, but just for the seniors to say that, hey, we were the ones to take the lead in the William Mary game in the long run, like we said, 62 tied up. So yeah, just for the seniors to be able to say, hey, we were the team, we were the ones that took the lead. Send them out on the right note would mean a lot.
You heard Coach's explanation of how he might evaluate this entire season, regardless of what happens Saturday. How will you evaluate it, knowing the strides that were made and could have been even further had one or two things gone a different way?
Right, and it's one of those things, it's upsetting. There's a handful of plays, could have made this, could have made that, could be in a different season. But, that's over with. I think it's a big improvement from last season for sure, and that's why I think this game is very critical, because that's whatever happens in this game can really impact the future and, really carry the momentum forward. So.
Hey, Tyler, from a Nexus and O's perspective, could you share your thoughts on Hollis Mathis, William & Mary's freshman quarterback, who's dangerous as a runner and has thrown effectively sometimes this year too?
Right. He's a very dynamic player. He can throw the ball, but I think his biggest asset is his ability to get out of the pocket and just really be able to scramble players. So that's something that the defense has taken heavily into consideration this week, and I think that's one of our priorities that we have to shut down this week as a defensive unit.
You talked about the seniors and going out with a win. You're in that group, right? Even though this is only 1 year for you, how are you kind of approaching this as a senior day for you?
Yeah, it's funny. You go in, like earlier this morning, we were talking in the training room, and today was our last Wednesday practice. everything this week's kind of like, oh, this is our last this, our last that. And it just makes you reflect on everything you've done since you've been here, and the relationships I've built with that. And so I think this Saturday we're going to go out and just enjoy it and embrace everything that we've had so far this year.
My sources tell me you didn't have a senior day last year.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a senior day last year. I didn't inform the staff until after the season, after our Big Ten championship, that I was going to plan on transferring. So no, I technically didn't have a senior day last year. My parents and I had a little secret one on the side, though. Yeah.
So this will be the first senior day?
Yeah, official senior day, yeah. Absolutely.
Looking back at your decision and now going through an entire season, where did the season fall in terms of what you might have even thought would be possible back last summer?
Yeah, I touched on this before, but I think that, looking at the season and everything I've done since I've been here and the relationships that I've built, it's just been beyond what I've expected. Any kind of change is scary, but for me to be able to come here and have the coaches and my teammates embrace me every day and, give me the opportunity to go here and, play to my potential, which I really appreciate, and there's no complaints at all about coming here. I'd do it all over again if I could.